Why did I agree to be the speaker after the movie? It's so hard to follow that, right? Like, you know what I was just thinking then? What we're looking at, do you see what it is? Do you know, like, are you thinking what I'm thinking when I watch this? This is the animal. What do you think? This is the animal. Is anyone else thinking it? What is it?
Holocaust.
It's the animal holocaust. That's exactly what I'm thinking when I'm watching this. Gas chambers, throat slitting, separating babies from mothers. It's worse. It's worse. It's so much worse. Not to take away from what happened in the Holocaust in Germany. Of course, it was horrific beyond any comprehension. You know, all you can do is read about it and hear about it and hear from the experiences of the people there. And you know that it's horrifying because you can put yourself in their situation, as you can try to do that. You can imagine if you were there and think about it and think, well, that is the last thing I'd ever want to happen to me or anyone in my family, any one of my friends. I would never do that to anyone. So we know how horrific it is. Now when I say what's happening to animals is worse, it's worse than anything that has ever happened to any human ever. When we're talking about groups of humans, it's worse than anything that has ever happened to any group of humans ever. Ever. Because we're talking about billions and billions of animals. We're talking about 8 billion sentient beings every single day that are murdered, that are exterminated. 8 billion a day is the number. A number that we can't even recognize. And it's not just that they're rounding them up and exterminating them until they're gone. No, they force them back into existence over and over and over again. And the cycle will never end. The cycle continues over and over and over again. They breed them so that they can kill them. They're bred to be murdered. And then 98%, roughly, 98% of the humans on this planet are supporting the animal holocaust by purchasing animal products. And I was doing it too, and probably everybody here was doing it too. 98% of people are supporting this animal holocaust. And it doesn't mean that they're bad people. But what they're doing is extremely bad. It doesn't get much worse than that. What they're contributing to is the worst thing that has ever happened on this planet. And 98% of people are literally feasting on the bodies of murder victims. It's like a horror movie. It's like a horror movie. It's the worst horror movie that you've ever seen. And it's real, and it's happening right now. And it's not going away anytime soon. This is the reality for the majority of individuals on this planet. This planet is more like hell than anything else. True hell. Not just hell like a word we use, oh, what the hell? No, I'm talking about actual hell. Where they're forced into existence. And then right away, as babies, the violence starts happening to them. They're getting their tails cut off. They're getting their teeth cut out. They're getting castrated without pain relief. They're getting separated from their mothers. Baby boys are getting shot in the head and having their throats slit. If this isn't hell, what is it? Little baby chicks sent into a blender? They're born and then the next thing pretty much that happens is they're macerated alive. It's not hell for them. That's hell. This is hell right now. The good news is that it doesn't have to be like this at all. This doesn't have to happen. It doesn't have to happen at all. None of it. 8 billion lives a day could be saved. 8 billion individuals, people, non-human people, they're people of a different species. 8 billion non-human people, our fellow earthlings, our brothers and sisters on this planet. We could save 8 billion of them a day. We can, because we don't need to eat animals to be healthy. In fact, we'll be healthier without doing it. We don't need to eat animals for the sustainability of our planet. In fact, we have to stop eating animals to sustain life here. It doesn't have to happen. We have to boycott these industries. We have to boycott meat, dairy, eggs, leather, wool, silk, down, any animal products. We have to boycott it. Might sound like a hard task. How am I going to boycott every single animal product? We've set it up for you. It's set up. It's never been easier to boycott every single animal product. It's so easy to do. It's called going vegan. That's all you have to do. I did it 4 years ago. I've spoken to thousands of other people that have done it. There are actually millions and millions of us on this planet, more and more every single day. A lot of those people are just very ordinary people. Your friends, your family, brothers, sisters, just ordinary people, not highly intelligent necessarily, not a specific religion necessarily, just normal, regular, everyday people who have decided that enough is enough. They don't want to participate with what is going on. So they decided to go vegan. Doesn't mean you have to live on lettuce and tofu. If you like lettuce and tofu, eat lettuce and tofu. But you don't have to do that. You can eat burritos, you can eat nachos, you can have cakes, pizza, ice cream, spaghetti bolognese, lasagna. You can have curries, you can have stir fries. You can have every single meal you've ever enjoyed, just a vegan version of it. Delicious, healthier, better for the planet. No one had to suffer and die for it. That's a pretty big bonus. You can have meals and clothing and products where sentient beings like us suffered and died, or murdered. You can pay for murder, or you can get the vegan burger. You can have vegan toothpaste. You can get soy or rice or almond milk instead of a cow's milk. Instead of milk stolen from a mother that was meant for her babies, and the babies were murdered. The baby boys were murdered. We don't have to do all that. We can just blend almonds with water. Isn't that better? A lot better? Can't we just do that at the supermarket and just get the almond milk instead? Is that a lot to ask? It's not. It's not. It's easy. We've set it up. Challenge22.com, free system where you'll get mentored every step of the way. How you go vegan. Vegankit.com. It's got everything you need. There's millions of vegan recipes online. If you already like a recipe, already got a meal you like eating, put the word vegan in front of it in Google. That's all you got to add, and you'll get it. It's never been easier. We're so lucky. We're so lucky that we can end this, because a lot of things we can't end. And if this was happening and it was something that was necessary for our health, what are we going to do? We got to do what we got to do. But it's not like that. Going vegan is the first step. That's the least we should do. Yeah, okay. And any good person, any person with a shred of compassion inside of them, any person who views himself as peaceful or spiritual or respectful or compassionate or loving, even this much, should be vegan, should start at least right now working towards being vegan and get there as soon as possible. That's the least we should do. On top of that, would you just stand idly by if a human holocaust was happening in your country? Would you? Or would you do something about it? Are you not going to do something just because they're a different species? We have a responsibility as people who know what's going on. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people haven't thought about it. A lot of people have no idea. People think that fish don't feel pain. People think you need meat for protein and dairy for calcium. But we know now. If you didn't know before you got here tonight, now you know. We can't stand idly by while this is happening. They're counting on us. Don't think they can get out of this themselves. They can't. We're the only ones that can get them out of this. We have to speak up for them all the time until it ends. We have to speak up for them until all these beings are liberated from their cages, from this suffering. We have to end this whole system. Boycott it. That's all you got to do. When there's no demand, they stop supplying. They're not just going to keep breeding animals into existence if people aren't buying them. Consumers have the power. We have the power. And then with your voice, encourage others to do the same. Help others do the same. Share this gift with everybody else. This gift that saves lives. This gift that adds decades to your own health. This gift that saves the planet. Don't be afraid to share it. You have to share it. Who else is going to share it? Don't stand idly by. Don't think this isn't on you. The whole thing isn't on you. The whole vegan movement isn't on your shoulders. All these animal screams aren't on you. We share it together. We share the load together, all of us. We all have to do something. Now that doesn't mean you have to climb into gas chambers like some very brave activists do and get footage. You don't have to do that. You don't have to be a speaker on a stage and talk about it if that's not your thing. You don't have to cover yourself in blood and go down the street screaming meat is murder. All those things are good though. You can do so many things to help spread the vegan message. Choose one. Focus on your skills. Whatever it is, point it in that direction. Make this a priority in your life. Join groups that are already doing activism on the streets. Do it online. Get in discussions. Post things, recipes, quotes, pictures, thought-provoking things that you've been thinking about and learning about. Share it. Share the other side of the story. Share their story. The meat industry is sharing a whole lot of things. We've got to share the other side of this story. We've got to share the truth. That's what we've got on our side. They got nothing. They got lies. It's a whole empire built on lies and secrecy behind closed doors. Share the truth. The truth is a powerful thing. It is a light in this darkness. Make this a top priority in your life. Because this, what could be more important than this? What could be more important? What other job do you have? What other opportunity do you have to reduce so much violence? There's none. And it can be as simple as having a conversation with somebody and encouraging them to change the milk that they buy. That's how you can save lives. You don't have to go to war yet. You don't have to do anything extreme and crazy, although you can. Just be a voice. Just speak up for this. Just be vegan and encourage others to do the same. Help them do it. Show them how it's done. Lead by example. Be a positive, happy, healthy vegan. Be an angry vegan. Do whatever vegan you got to do, but do it. And show others how it's done. Show others how it's done. Make them make that connection. Help them do it. Because if you don't, who will? Don't think it's on one activist or one group. Oh, they're doing a good job. That group's very popular. Nah, this is everybody. You've all got a phone. Use it. Use your Instagram. Use your Facebook. Use your YouTube. Put your thoughts out there. If the only people who watch it and read it are your friends and family, good enough. Good enough. If you spend 5 hours on a video and 40 people watch it, great job. Make the effort. Save their lives. They're counting on us. Thank you to the creators of this documentary. Thank you to everyone who had a part in it. I can't imagine what it was like to collect that footage and then sort through it. I didn't even want to watch it again. That's the second time I've watched it. I'm going to watch it every single time that it's on because I want to feel this passion that belongs here. We should witness this. We should bear witness. Don't think I'm vegan, I don't need to see it again. Watch it again. Don't forget. It's easy to push it out of your mind. They need us to bear witness, and they need us to speak up for them. So let's make that a top priority. Thank you.